Hey there, everybody. I hope your new year has been off to a great start. I'm Dena Bryant of Denbry Consulting, and I help young professionals with car buying, career advisement, and financial literacy, all while maintaining a healthy lifestyle. I help young professionals, people who are under the age of 40, you're currently building your life. Day by day, brick by brick, you are building the foundation for your future. So when you become older and unable or uninterested to work, you will have money to safeguard yourself against
the unknown.
So if you've been following me or if you're new to this channel, thank you so much for watching and keeping up with me. So with that said, I'm going to talk to you guys a little bit about financial literacy and budgeting. These are two of my favorite topics. They can be used interchangeably. I always say get financially lit. Financial literacy is a wonderful thing because it helps you make good decisions. You don't always have to go through a bad experience to be financially literate. You can look at those around you and see what not to do. So with financial literacy, it is literally the application of skills and knowledge to make good or informed financial decisions, okay? So make smart choices with your money. I know everybody wants to be young. You only have one life to live. That's true, but you also have that same life to repay it should you get into some trouble. So I love teaching about financial literacy. It's very important to me because it's helped me through some really, really crazy times. When I was unemployed for a very short time, employing budgeting and financial literacy allowed me to stay afloat while I was on an all-inclusive 5-day international vacation. That's right. While I did not have a job, I took a 5-day all-inclusive vacation trip. And let me tell you how I did that. So I love my network. I have a friend who is a travel agent. They were able to get me a wonderful rate for this trip. And I used money that was coming in, even though I was unemployed. You want to have multiple streams of income to fund this trip. The trip was all inclusive. I didn't buy any gifts for anyone. I didn't go on a shopping spree. I just took these 5 days to decompress, to enjoy the beauty of the world, get out of the country that I live in for a little bit, decompress. All right, the topic of this video is budgeting. I know people hate that word. It's a leash, it's a rule, it's a restriction. Some of you might say, well, you're unemployed, why are you taking a trip? Because I saved the money to do it. And it was the best experience for me. I learned a lot about myself, a lot about the world, and a lot about my network. When you budget for things, you are making a plan and you are sticking to it. Budgeting is definitely a plan, but you are going to plan and factor in some free money, okay? You want to factor in a little bit of flexibility for your budget. That's how I made that trip. I made sure all my bills were paid and I still took that trip. I didn't buy very many things on the trip, but that was the whole point of getting things all inclusive. You already have your bottom line met, so you know exactly how much it's going to cost. And by the way, I've traveled for work for many, many years, so I had airline miles racked up. The flight to that country was free. I just paid the taxes on the flight. The rental car was part of the package deal, and everything worked out. So when I talk about budgeting, you don't even have to have a drop of income coming in, and you can still make things happen for yourselves. Sometimes being unemployed is a moment of clarity. So if any of you are watching and you're currently unemployed or underemployed, not making enough money, it's okay. It's a temporary period. There's so many great things that you can do while you are going through this storm, all right? You've got tons of social media apps and resources that you can use to connect with people who are in your industry. Help them pull you up, network with them, reach out to them. Ask them, hey, is anyone looking for whatever you do, whatever that service or skill is that you have, reach out to people. I've met some of the best people in person at mixer events, free mixer events. If it's really tough, eat before you go. You don't have to buy a whole plate or an entree there to receive the networking benefits. Communication's free. So it is possible to live your best life with a job, without a job, while you have income coming in. Maybe you have a business. You've got a bunch of skills, talents, and opportunities that are endless. You've got skills that people need to know about. If you've got information that people come to you for, organize it in really small and easy to understand pieces of information and live your life. That's really what this world is about, is information sharing. People will gravitate to those that attract them and engage with them. So again, to any of you who have followed me while I've been social, thank you so much for your support, your questions, your DMs, your emails. So let's talk about financial literacy. How can you employ financial literacy? Well, it starts with making informed decisions. I do my research. I don't just go impulsively buy things. We've all got the money for something. Doesn't mean that you should buy it. Do your research, see if it's gonna break, see if your friend likes it. Heck, ask the next person in line behind you. Hey, have you tried this? What do you think of it? I love getting reviews and honest, open feedback from people that I don't even know. No harm, no foul. It's all good conversation. Network. For those of you that are introverted, there's tons of information online. You can get those reviews. Lots of websites have their reviews. Maybe they have a star rating system. You can get that information that way if you're not comfortable approaching people. I am an extrovert, but I can be introverted at times. So don't be surprised if you see me and I compliment you or ask you a question about something. I'm just interested and I love talking to people. So budgeting. Budgeting is a really big step. It's all under that adulting umbrella. Budgeting is amazing because you can really make some things happen for yourself. Like I told you, I took a trip when I didn't have a job, like a career income coming in. I had income from another source that I had going on, but no real 9 to 5, if you will. And I have no regrets. That trip was very, very low cost. I used my resources, and I encourage each of you to do that. You want to have multiple streams of resources, benefits, information. Expand your network, whether it's talking to people out there, whether it's online. So you've got tons of resources at your fingertips. Financial literacy and budgeting is something that needs to be worked at. It's not going to happen overnight for you if you've never had a budget or any restriction on your finances. So if you're interested in finding out more about financial literacy, I'm at Denbry Consulting on Instagram and Denbry Consulting here on YouTube and through Facebook, okay? I offer a lot of little tidbits in my posts throughout the weeks and days. I also have webinars. If you see a link on the bio, go ahead and click it. There's usually a free link on there. I'd love to have you view, comment, and subscribe to some of that content on there. I'd love to get your opinions. I want to hear if things work for you. I want to know what you're up against. Hey, did you leave a job for more money? Are you working 2 jobs? Are you not getting any sleep at night because you're digging yourself out of a hole? I want to hear from you. So I look forward to all of your comments. I look forward to you subscribing to these videos, and also send me links to your projects. I love to network with people. I think that a network is a strong unit no matter what you're doing, okay? Whether you're in high times, low times, and in between transition period, a network is gold, okay? Thank you so much for watching.